back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for clicking on today's video. And if you are a returning viewer or subscriber, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for returning to my channel. Okay, you guys, 2 months snuck up on me like a thief in the night. I don't know what happened. Well, I do know what happened. There was a lot of events that came up in our life, so we got busy with that. I got busy with that, and then I got sick. And a few days into me being sick, my daughter got sick, and then the following week she started getting better, but then she completely rebounded and got sick all over again. So I was just focused on her and trying to get her better, still trying to get myself better. And so finally, now we are finally getting back into the groove of things. So yeah, 2 months later, here we are. I know I promised a 1 month update of my locks, but that just wasn't happening. I really was fighting for my life out here, you guys. I was sick, my daughter was sick, and then I don't know how many times I tried recording this video. The first time I tried recording it, there was work going on. There's work going on in our house, but that day it was just so loud. The lighting was off. It was just a mess. So that just didn't work. And then I tried recording again at night at one point, and things weren't happening. My phone was dying on me. Like, we just weren't about to keep forcing it. So we are here. We are here today. Coffee in hand. We are barefaced, nails in shambles. Like, we are coming at you. I'm coming at you guys all natural, just completely relaxed. Today's gonna be a relaxed video. I was just trying too hard to make this second video like perfect. We're not out here trying to be perfect, okay? We're out here, we're being real. This is real life. But here we are. I mean, this is basically my 1 month and 2 month update. Today is April 18th. So by the time you guys see this, it will be well past my 2 month anniversary, which is insane. That is so crazy. If you are here for the first time and you just got your locks put in, or if you're a returning viewer and subscriber, I know a few of you commented on my last video saying that you just got your locks installed, and or you got your locks installed like maybe a month or a few months before me, or you've been in this journey for years. Like, just the fact that we made it here and we made it to another month, maybe for you another year, let's give ourselves a round of applause, pat on the back. Like, we're here for the small victories. I'm in shock. Like, I've been trying to record this video forever, and for me to finally be able to sit down and realize I'm about to hit my 2 months blows my mind. It's crazy. So without further ado, let's just get right into this video. We're gonna be sipping on our coffee. It's early in the morning, so whatever time this hits, get a bottle of water, a cup of water, your cup of coffee, whatever you need. Come sit down. Let's chat. So I do have some notes here just to kind of keep me in track, but honestly, I wrote these notes a while ago, and again, some things have changed. So and if I am looking this way, I am looking at a mirror. I am going to be getting ready for the day as well, because my husband is home today and we were going to run some errands. So I'll probably be getting ready as I speak. So let me get my little things. We'll see how much I actually do, because I'm not very good at multitasking in that way. So we'll see. But anyways, so first and foremost, my first month, not a whole lot happened. There was obviously a lot of frizziness going on once I finally washed my hair, but there wasn't a whole lot going on. Let me unwrap my hair so you guys can see what we're looking like. We're looking a little crazy. Let me move this out the way. But yeah, this is what we're looking like. Let me actually get a little closer so you guys can see what my locks are like. So obviously, again, there's a lot of frizz going on. Let me turn around and see if you can see the back. I'm not sure if you guys could see any of that. Hopefully I was in frame. Let me do this side. Yeah, so there's just a lot of like frizz. I mean, I'm 2 months in, so yeah, we're still these are babies. These are my little baby locks. And overall I am very happy with them. There are some things that have been bothering me a little bit, and I will get into that later on in this video. But if you watched my first video before, you will see that I got my middle part installed. If you haven't seen the first video, you could finish this one and go back and look. But initially, when I first got them installed by my friend, I had asked her for a middle part, but she, I think she just must have forgotten. And instead of a middle part, she actually gave me a row of twist smack in the middle, and I basically had no part. And so she told me that she would go in at our 6-week retwist appointment and unravel them to fix it then. So knowing my hair and knowing what I did from my first lock set that I had like 3 years ago, I know my hair locks quick. It buds really fast. It within a month or two, it buds up really fast. And so as the days went on, that just didn't sit too well with me. I kind of just wanted to get my journey going, the process going. And so within, I think, a week or two in, I reached out to her and asked her if she would just come sooner and give me my middle part before they were to lock up. And so she agreed and she did that. So 2 weeks, I believe it was 2 weeks into getting my install, she came and she gave me my middle part. So I was extremely happy, extremely relieved, and relieved, of course, because by my first month having this set, they were budded. Like, my hair has buds all over it. I don't know if I'll be able to show you guys in the video. I will insert some pictures, but I started noticing hard bits at the base of my twist, between the base of my twist and like the roots. I started feeling some hard pieces. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that, but yeah, so when I started feeling that, I was extremely relieved that I had asked her to come sooner. Initially, I guess I'll first and foremost say that I so far have gone about this journey very unconventionally. Is that the right word? Very controversially, I'll say. I know when you first get your starter locks, you're told to not wash them for a couple weeks. And that was definitely the plan. I was told by her not to wash my hair for 6 weeks and that my first wash would be at my retwist. But that didn't sit too well with my spirits, with my soul, because I don't know, the product she used was the Murray's. I don't know exactly which one. It was the one in the yellow jar. And I will insert a picture if I could find one here. But that's the product she used on my hair to start my locks. And if you watched my first video, you could probably see how small and tight and hard my locks were. Those things were not moving. They were going nowhere. And I almost felt like they wouldn't even start locking because they were so perfectly twisted and just frozen in place because of that gel. And so I don't know, it just kind of worried me a little bit because I didn't want my locks to have potential buildup from that product. So that was on the back of my mind. And then my scalp just really started itching by day 5. By day 5, my scalp was like, there was flakes, which, I mean, I'm sure that was from the gel, but my scalp was also really itchy, which made me wonder if it was from the product. And that's just not the character of my scalp to itch so soon like that. I will sometimes go 2 weeks without washing my hair and my scalp will be fine. And so that was different. And I feel like another contributor to that was the fact that my hair was parted. It is parted in twists, which my scalp hasn't really been exposed like that for a while. I've had a TWA for a while since my daughter was maybe 3 months, 4 or 5 months, I cut all my hair. And so I've had a TWA for a bit now. And so I haven't had my hair parted in that way for a minute. And so I think all those things combined just really started causing itchiness in my scalp to the point where it almost felt like it was burning. And so I reached out to my friend and I told her, listen, I don't think I can go 6 weeks without washing my hair. I don't think I could go the rest of this week. So I'm going to wash my hair. So day 5, I actually washed my hair. I know that's not very recommended. That's not something recommended to do, but I did. I washed my hair 5 days into getting my installations, and honestly I didn't have any issues doing that. I did have a few ends unravel, but it was so easy for me to just twist them right back and everything was good. And I just felt relief at that minute. Now I will say that from that moment that I washed my hair, I did wash my hair probably 2 more times after that. So I waited from that wash, I waited 2 weeks to wash my hair again, because it was, again, my scalp was itchy. And then after that, kind of observing my scalp, I decided to go back to every week of washing my hair. So that's kind of my routine now, is washing my hair every week, once a week. And that has worked out for me personally. Again, listen to your loctician, listen to what she's telling you. I feel like this is just what works best for me and my hair, especially because of the routine I have, which I will share in a later point. Every time I washed my hair, and even till this day, when I wash my hair, I deal with such an itchy scalp, like to the point where it's, again, burning. Like it feels like fire ants are just biting my scalp. It's insane. And it gets even worse when I actually tie my hair with my silk scarf here. I'll tie my hair down at night, every night, and then I will cover my scarf, my whole head, with my bonnet. And that, I don't know if any of you have experienced this. Comment down below if you have, and please let me know what you do, because I'm actually curious, because I was doing all this research and I don't think I really found anything that sounded like this. But I'll wash my hair, and then obviously I'll let my hair dry, and I'll let it dry completely, and then I'll go to tie my my head, and oh, like the itch is just so intense and so painful. And so I've been dealing with that since the first time I washed my hair until this day. So what I've been doing to combat that, and again, this is what I'm doing. If you have any other solutions, I will try anything else as well. But when I first started experiencing that, I decided to actually make this little concoction. And so it's water, and then let me see. Obviously, I need to make a new batch. Hopefully it could focus. But anyways, it's water, and then I put in my essential oils. So the essential oils I've been using for my little spritz here is, I have them all right here, is my peppermint oil. And I use the one from the brand Now. Here we go. So I'm using the one from the brand Now. And then, so I use my peppermint oil. I add rosemary oil. And then at times I will put in tea tree. Actually, I think I do these 3 oils each time. And so I do maybe like, I might be a little overboard, but I do maybe 8 drops of each of these oils. And I do more of the rosemary for sure. But these are the 3 oils. I put them in my water, shake it up real good, and I focus it on my scalp. I will literally just part my hair and spray. And then I'll kind of work it into my scalp, and then I'll just part again, spray, part again, spray. And that's what I've been doing since I've been dealing with that really itchy scalp. I did do this for my first set as well, and it works beautifully. So I'll do that, and then I will go in with my oil mix that I also make here. I have this little dropper bottle, and this is the applicator here. Very, very nice. I highly recommend having a bottle like this if you don't have one already. In this bottle, I add a majority of almond oil. And again, this is from the brand Now. You could get this from Amazon. You could get this from Whole Foods. I don't know if you could get it from like Walmart or anything, but those are the 2 places that I will typically go and get these oils. So I do a majority of almond oil, and then I go in with castor oil, and I use the brand Sunny Isle. So I'll go in with castor oil. I went in with a few drops of jojoba oil as well. And then I go in with my essential oils again. So I do my peppermint, I do my rosemary. I don't think I go in with tea tree actually, but I do peppermint and rosemary oil for sure. And then I do go in with my lemongrass. So obviously these oils are optional. Whatever works best for you. You could either use just one of them or 2 of them, or you really don't need to use all of these oils. I just have these on hand, so I just use what I got. The lemongrass really is for the scent. I love the smell of lemongrass, and I love the smell it gives my oil and the smell my hair has. It smells so good. So I just do a few drops of that, and so I'll spritz my hair with my little mix, and then I'll just go in and literally part my hair and oil my scalp the way I said I did with the spritz, and I will just massage that into my scalp. And again, I kind of let it sit, kind of let that moisture dry out of my hair, and then I wrap my hair up and put my bonnet on, and instant relief. It actually feels so good. Like, if you've used rosemary and peppermint, that minty feeling that it leaves on your scalp, it just feels so nice. So having that just trapped into my bonnet, sitting on my scalp, it just feels so nice and relieves the itch dramatically. So if you have that same issue, that's what I've been doing. It works great for me. If you have another remedy that you do, go ahead and share it down below. I'm curious as to what you do when you have that itch, and I'm sure everyone else would like to see your recommendations as well. The shampoo that I've also been using whenever I do wash my hair, I don't use a whole lot of different brands. I just have this one, and I mean, I'm sure y'all have seen this in the loc'd community. It's the Suave Daily Clarifying Cleansing Shampoo. It's okay. Like, for me, the smell is nice. It's nice. It's a clean smell. I mean, to me, there's nothing special about it. I think I got this from Amazon. It's the family size for around $8, $9. Um, yeah, it does what it does. My first set of locks, I didn't use this. I used the Neutrogena clarifying shampoo in the grapefruit scent, and I loved that shampoo. I thought it worked great on my hair, honestly. I loved the smell of it. I loved how it made my hair feel. So I think once I'm done with this bottle, I will be going back to that. But this has been lasting me a while because I don't think, oh, here it is. Because I have been adding it into this applicator bottle. And so I'll like fill it up to here with the shampoo, and then I'll fill up the rest with water. And that's what I've been doing to wash my hair, just for easier application and easy access to my scalp. And when I first started using it, I did also add my peppermint, and I think I just used the peppermint in here, shook it up. It was okay. I haven't continued doing that. I didn't really feel it too much on my scalp when I did that, and so I just kind of found it to be a waste. But yeah, so that's kind of what I've been doing. I've been washing my hair every week, once a week, every Thursday. I wash my hair real good, because of the fact that I do spritz my hair every day. I spritz my hair every single day, to put in some hydration, hydrate my hair, hydrate my scalp. I don't oil my scalp every day. I oil as needed, just to not have oil buildup. But I do oil my hair and my scalp every time I wash my hair. And then maybe one more time leading up to my wash day, I will oil my scalp and my hair. And then I'll go in with my clarifying shampoo. So that's been my little routine. I've been keeping it very simple, nothing crazy. I don't use conditioners in my hair. I don't use any conditioning shampoos in my hair. I just really want my hair to dry up and also just mat up and lock up together. I think eventually I will start using conditioning shampoos, especially in the cooler months when the air is dry. I do live in North Carolina, so the air, it snows here, so the air does get really dry. So maybe closer to in those seasons I will use conditioning shampoos, but as of right now I don't feel the need to do that. April 5th was my first retwist. I did get my hair retwisted, and I was trying to record the video so you guys could see what my hair looks like retwisted. Again, I'll insert some pictures here. But yeah, I got my hair retwisted. I was very happy to see the growth. My hair has grown so much from when I first started to now. I can really notice my hair growing, so I'm really excited and happy to see where my hair goes going forward. Again, I feel like time has been flying, so I don't know, I'm excited to see what this journey looks like for me in the process. One concern that I do have is, again, I did have a lot of postpartum hair loss. I started experiencing postpartum hair loss around 4 to 5 months prior postpartum. So that's why I did do the big chop again and cut all my relaxed hair off, and I rocked my natural TWA for months. And I've never had really thick edges, but they weren't this scarce either. So I have been trying to grow them back. I haven't been doing anything crazy or special. Like I said before, I don't oil my scalp every day, but I have been trying to oil my edges every day to every other day, just to try to grow them back. I'm very gentle with them. I don't slick them back. I don't do anything like that. I really don't touch them unless I'm washing my hair or gently applying oil to them. I haven't really I'm trying not to mess with them. So again, if you guys have any recommendations as to how to grow my edges back, I know minoxidil is kind of becoming popular, and in this issue, in order to grow the edges back. So I have been kind of looking into that, but let me know if there's anything you guys recommend. I will be willing to try. I don't have a whole lot of pictures from the first month. I have just been wearing a lot of head wraps, and just keeping my hair covered. Honestly, like the first journey that I went through 3 years ago, I feel like I focused way too much on my hair and what it was doing, and is it growing, and is it locking, but I feel like I was just too hyper focused, and it got to the point where I became very unhappy with my hair. I felt like it wasn't growing fast enough. I felt like it wasn't locking fast enough. I just wanted it to be locked. I just wanted to go from point A to point Z, like just like that. And so honestly, the take I've been taking this time around is I've just been doing what I need to do, keeping it simple, and I've just been keeping it away, keeping it protected. It is, again, very frizzy. I still feel very confident, and I will rock my hair like this at home. I will wear a bonnet a lot of times at home as well, just because I have a little girl. She is 1, and I don't want her pulling on my hair. So I will keep my hair put away, but whenever I go out, I do rock a lot of head wraps. That's just my preference. I don't have a whole lot of pictures right now, but I am planning on starting to take more pictures going forward, just to really document my hair, but not in a hyper fixed way. Like, I'm not trying to hyper manage or micromanage my hair. We're not trying to do that, not this time around. So, but like I said earlier, overall I am happy with my set. But the other thing I will say is I have been how do I put this? I've been dealing with a lot of issues here in the back. So I've been dealing with a lot of unraveling in the back. Again, I don't know if you guys can see. Let me see if I can turn around. I don't know if you'll be able to tell what's going on back there, but in this area here, my friend who did my locks kind of took an interesting take. So the way she locked the back initially was she twisted my nape area, and they were very, very small. And so that I did bring that to her attention, but she said that her goal was, at my first retwist, she was going to interlock the bottom into the row at the top to make those, it would have been one row, but she just didn't want to put tension on those little hairs. So that was, that was kind of the goal. But at my first retwist, I don't know if she remembered that, but when I went to wash my hair, so after I got my first retwist, I didn't wash my hair for 2 weeks. I actually just washed my hair yesterday. When I washed my hair, this whole row, like, I got out the shower, and this whole row here, I think, yeah, so this bottom row and then the row above it were all unraveled. Like, they just all came undone. And I was very confused as to what happened, and I was trying not to get worked up, but I was a little upset because, again, this is just setting me back, I guess. And I guess I shouldn't view it that way, but I do. Like, I just want this process to get started and to get going, and they just all unraveled. So I don't know what happened. I'm a little confused. I do still notice that some of these twists are a little smaller than I would like. So they weren't combined or anything. I will be going in and just I don't know. I will be going in and just kind of unraveling them myself and fixing them myself and doing that. So I don't want to keep going back and forth with she's not a certified loctician, but I'll just refer to her as a loctician. I don't want to keep going back and forth with my loctician because I do like to, if I'm able to do something, I do like to rely on myself to do it. And then if I need a service done or if I find it convenient, I will go and get that done. But I do like to know how to do things, and if I can, just do it. Anyways, that is all for today's video. This is basically my first and second month update. We are excited to be here. If you're on this journey with me, round of applause, pat on the back, for making it another month, another day, really, because really this is a journey. It really is. But it's a beautiful one, and it's not one that should be stressful. It's not one that should be just, over the top. I know I've been natural since 2014, and so 11 years, going on 11 years natural, and I've had loose natural hair for a really long time, a huge chunk of those years. And I found, for me personally, it was stressful. It was a lot of work. It took time. I loved my hair. I thought my hair was beautiful. I loved my 4C coils, but it took a lot of time. And now where I am in life, I really don't have time for that. And so with my locks, I really want it to be a stress-free process and journey. So it's a beautiful one, and I'm so happy and excited to be here. But yeah, we're gonna get things figured out with my hair, and we're gonna keep pushing. We're gonna enjoy this. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you liked it, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to continue to see more videos like this, hit the bell button so you never miss another one of my videos. Subscribe, share my video with anyone who you feel can use it and it will be helpful. I really appreciate it. Stay tuned for the next video. If you have any recommendations as to what you would like to see next, please leave a comment down below, and I will definitely keep that in mind. Thank you guys.